Hello, welcome to my ride vlog. This is Paolo Jose, a cycling enthusiast, and today I'm going to show you our ride in RCC or Rapha Cycling Club Manila. This is an official RCC ride with a ride leader, and I believe we are a total of 12 RCC members in this ride. So, tama lang for everyone to be safe and have a good fellowship in the entire ride. So the ride is from BGC starting 6 a.m. and we will pass by C5, then begin our stretch in Marcos Highway. So as you can see in the map, it's around Antipolo. So maganda siya tignan sa Strava. Majority of the elevation is from our climb sa Boso Boso. Then we will pass by a small but nice road called Pinugay, a safer and more peaceful passage to Morong. Eventually, we will arrive in Cardona to Binangonan all the way back to BGC. So officially, it's supposed to be an 80-kilometer ride, but coming from my place in between QC and San Juan, it's a total of a 100-kilometer ride. So instant century ride siya in terms of kilometers. Okay, so let's start the ride. We are coming from Bikes and Coffee in BGC. As you can see here, this is where RCC members meet up to do the briefing for the ride, so we can know our rendezvous points, the safety measures from our ride leader. And our ride leader for the day is John Torres, John Bikes. Follow him in Instagram and YouTube. So here you can see that we're in the elevated U-turn in C5 going to Antipolo. And we made our first stop in the Grove Rockwell. It's a very quick stop before heading out to Marcos Highway. As we approach Marcos Highway, this is where we do a single file in our riding group to make sure that everyone is very safe. And the good thing about passing around Marcos Highway going to Antipolo, it gives you enough time to warm up your heart rate, diba? So at least before you do the climb, your heart rate is already in condition. Hindi na siya mabibigla when you start reaching around 5 to 7% of the gradient. So as you can see here, nagsimula na yung climb after you pass by that masinag stoplight. Dito you will experience already around 3 to 5% gradient. Dahan-dahan, and some would feel the pressure going up. And we made our first stop in Shell in this highway. So make sure that we are all accounted for. Some are doing their hydration. And here, this is already the Cogeyo market area. It's a very busy road. And one of the things that we have to make sure in this ride, everyone they're very comfortable with traffic and these types of elements. But of course, these are part of road cycling, and road sense is very an important skill to master. In Antipolo, you really have to dodge and be safe in these roads. So it will be a fun ride for you. You will not be worried. You'll have the confidence going up to Boso Boso. And Boso Boso is a very famous place to climb, no? Especially this kind of view. As you can see here, when you go to Boso Boso, you'll have the view of the Puting Bato. And it's very nice. Actually, the video doesn't do much justice, but when you see this personally, ang ganda-ganda niyan when you do the climb. And of course, this part is merong mga downhill, no? Or palusong. That you could enjoy, that could give you a bit of recovery before umabot na sa place nung climb na tuloy-tuloy na talaga yung akyatan, and that's going to be 5 to 7% gradient. Ito na nga, no? Ito, umaahon na kami dahil medyo bumagal na yung average speed namin. So, masaya pa naman, and a lot of people are enjoying these climbs, no? From beginner to advanced climbers. And Boso Boso is a very famous place for all types of cyclists, and given that there's a good view and the roads are actually better now compared to a year or 2 years ago, so we are very blessed that we're doing this climb this time of time, no? And ito, I think this is around 6 to 7% climb. Cheers to our ride leader who did a very good leadership in this climb, no? In my front, John Torres. So alright, so we are actually still going up. And some of us already had an advance ride na kasi like me and John, we waited for the others, and I took that opportunity to rest. And as you can see here, we're ready in Shell to make our second stop. And this is actually a very nice place for you to visit when you go to Boso Boso. You have a very nice view of the place. You can have coffee there, you can hydrate or to take a pee, no, before you go to Sierra Madre. So after passing, Shell and the Boso Boso Hotel, one of the things that will reward you is this downhill. So kung ano inakyat mo that time, yun din yung ibababa mo, and magandang lusong to, magandang view. But bear in mind, no, you really have to be very careful. And I did not make any hero moves here, even though, kahit na I'm taking videos, because in RCC rides, safety is the most important thing that we have to consider. We have to abide by the rules, not just the Philippine rule, no, but the rules that we are aligned with is actually a global RCC standard rule in terms of rides and riding etiquette and policies and procedures. Okay, so ito yung mahaba-habang lusong to, and this is actually a very good ride in this part. Ito yung mga ilulook forward mo when you're doing the Sierra Madre or Boso Boso ride, itong part na to in Marilake Highway. So we made our right in Pinugay Road, no. Once you go down to the Boso Boso downhill, it's actually a very small road, so you have to make sure that you don't miss that. You have to turn right if you're coming from Boso Boso. So this is the area, this is the road, no, where we're going to have our goto break or coffee break or for the coffee ride. So it's a goto and coffee break. The place is called 25th Hill Cafe, and yun nga, we're all here. It's a very nice place. They serve very good coffee, no? Mabango ng coffee, and the goto is also good. So it's around the 30, I think an hour we stay there, and now we're heading towards tuloy-tuloy pa rin ng Pinugay Road as we go down towards Baras through Pinugay Road. And yun nga, this is actually a mixed type of road, no. Some are paved, no, and there's going to be a light gravel. But one thing that I can say is that this place is very peaceful. Maganda siya. Ayun nga, ang ganda nga ng view. Compared to highways, dito talagang halos wala kang coaching makikita, no, in this area. And it's a rolling hills, biglang paahon, so pwede kang bumelo in this ride. So masaya siya, and ito pababa na naman as you can see, but yun nga, biglang may cars, no? So medyo dahan-dahan lang, ingat lang all the way. Don't be a hero. This is actually a group ride. Everyone should be in the same pace, same safety, same skill set, no? And if you're not in the same skill set, we are here to support everyone, especially those who are actually advanced. We are here to make sure everyone is accounted for and everyone's having the same amount of fun. So ito nga, medyo mabilis na to for this type of narrow road, but ang ganda nga ng view. As you can see here, medyo malamig pa nga itong time na to kasi mag-aaga pa to. I think this is still 9 a.m. Hindi pa ganun kainit, and you can really smell the trees, smell the nature. It's like you're riding gravel. Ayun nga, compared to roads, may mga usok, but here it's pure nature. Ang bango-bango ng tanawin, bango-bango ng just itong maamoy mo rito sa place na to. And the good thing is makikita nyo, it's malilim siya, no? So hindi ka gaano malalaspag in this route when you're coming from Boso Boso going to Morong or Binangonan or Pililla. Pwede ka rin mag-shortcut dito. If you wanna go Pililla ride, you can use Pinugay Road as your route. Then you can just go towards Pililla right after this path. But us, we're heading towards Baras. And ayun nga, as you can see here, medyo naging rough na yung terrain. So medyo nagbago na yung aming average speed in this ride. Alright, so alalay lang. Okay, so everyone's here saying hello. Everyone's having fun. Even me, I'm having a good time. So medyo nandito naman sa Patag, no? In this place, nakababa na kami sa Baras. And we're actually heading towards Morong. And this is the Manila East Road, no? In the Morong, in the part of Morong, Rizal. So we're heading towards the town of Cardona. So eto medyo iba-iba yung view dito. Some towns, but most of the time you will see a lot of rice fields, farmers, and also there are a lot of establishments, small nice places like coffee shops and restaurants, and Angono place again, mga ganyan, for you to have your breaks if ever nagutom ka or nauhaw. So when we reach out Morong, there's going to be a diversion road there. Most of you are going to see that, especially when you're coming from Teresa. Tumigil kami doon para magpahinga lang, and everyone's recharged. But at around this time, I think this is around 10 o'clock na, medyo dahan-dahan ng umiinit. And when you go to the part of Cardona, medyo nagiging na siya, crowded. But there are some parts like this, no? This rice field, open field, lots of headwinds, so you have to make sure that you are in the biomechanic position or aero position in order for you not to get that much headwind and for you to enjoy the ride. Right? So we're now matatapos na kami dun sa part na may mga plains. So ito na yung rolling hills sa town ng Cardona. So ito na yung mga banayad na ahon, dahan-dahan, up and down, up and down. It's not that bad. I think around 5 to 7% gradient. Pero you know, compared to kanina, no, it's medyo mas mainit na ngayon. So you have to make sure that you have water retention by drinking isotonic drinks like Noon Sport Vitargo, or even Gatorade, to make sure that you have liquidity or electrolytes to keep you moving, especially ngayong summer. Medyo challenging mag-rides especially for newbies. So you really have to be used to the heat once nag-start na yung mga 10 a.m. and all the way siyempre tanghaling dapat medyo mainit. And yun nga, especially if you're having these climbs, that's going to be a double effort already. And this is one of the, I think, yeah, this is the final boss when you're from our ride, no? Ito na yung parang pinaka-final ahon. And from here, tuloy-tuloy na, plains na yan, all the way back to BGC. So this is around 5 to 6, 7% type of gradient. But the bad, I mean, the thing here is that that's a 1 kilometer, 5 to 6% or 7% gradient na climb. So medyo nakakapagod din, no? Alright, so we're done, and that's already the final boss in terms of climb. Now we can enjoy the flats all the way back to BGC. We're now approaching Binangonan, no? I think this is already the outer part of Binangonan coming from Cardona. So palusong to, medyo mabilis to. I'm using the drops in this part. Given wala naman hindi masyadong steep yung hills, no? So enough lang to make me aero and save energy in this final stretch of the ride. Okay, so right, we made our next stop just to make sure that we're all good, and okay pa naman, we're all fun, and it's all fun pa rin, no? All good. So itong part na to, may mga nagpa-picture kay John. Ayun, yun nga yung motor na yun, nakilala si John. So nakakatuwa, diba? Someone who knows you randomly in the streets. Right, so that's the hand signal that we need to consider, that we need to overtake. It's a universal language in RCC rides, and it's very useful when you have your own rides to make sure that everyone's aligned and without even shouting. Hand signals are very important in road cycling. Okay, so ayan, in Binangonan, I think one of the few things na ayaw ng mga tao rito in this ride is the traffic. Sometimes hit or miss ka dito eh. Sometimes walang traffic sa tanghali, but most of the time matraffic talaga dito. And my last ride at 3 weeks ago, walang traffic. But right now, medyo matraffic probably because it's the final stretch of the election period. But, yun nga, ito medyo may mga times na walang traffic. But I think 80% of the Binangonan area is really traffic. There was a time pa nga na binuhat ko pa yung bike ko in the sidewalk. Parang cyclocross nga daw. Just to make sure that I pass by the very narrow places and keep myself moving. Kasi medyo mahirap kapag tumitigil ka, mainit. And if you're riding, you know that wind is really a blessing, no? That it cools down your body. Especially medyo pumapalo na yung tanghaling tapat. Alright? So, I think in this area, nakalagpas na kami ng Binangonan. We're already heading towards Angono in this part. So, we're already approaching Angono. Alright, so these are our team. As you can see here, ito na yung medyo malapad na part ng Angono, and it's actually building traffic also, even though the road is actually that wide. And we are approaching, we're already in SM Angono. That's a very famous landmark. Every time you go to Rizal, okay, then there's going to be a diversion road here. From the diversion road, you can see that it's already inside of the floodway. And medyo tuloy-tuloy ito in this part. Parang rarely nagka-traffic dito going to floodway. Okay, so when you reach that Highway 2000 traffic light, medyo may mainit dyan, tsaka maraming cars. So instead of passing the South Bank Road in floodway, we decided to pass by the road going to C6 for us to use the Greenwoods as our bypass road. And then eventually we're already here in Rosario and Pasig, going back to BGC. Alright, so yun nga, medyo mafe-feel mo na malapit ka na you really want to have that cold beverage after this very hot ride. And we are already in BGC. The feeling of relief is already there, and we can already see our tables, imagining ourselves having coffee, an ice cold beverage to recover from that heat. So that's it. Our ride is actually done, and thanks for watching this vlog, no? As you can see, this is the RCC ride. Cheers. Thank you.